We are talking on a series of the customs in pharma marketing and sales. In this series today, we will be talking about a big custom, that is quarterly cyclic meeting. Almost every company organizes these quarterly meetings. When we look at this agenda and expectation from this meeting, what different people have? Say PMT or the HO, for them it is a custom, it should be done that way every quarter, plus they give the new visual aid. Although story of the visual aid remain the same almost, and while seeing the old visual aid, we see that many of these old visual aids are not properly used by the medical reps or less used, still we give the new one. Most of the input also remain the same quarter after quarter. And when we go to agenda of this meeting, on the first day we brief this new visual aid, which actually is nothing new except being physically new. Then second day we normally keep a review of the medical rep for 3-4 hours. In 3-4 hours or maybe 3 hours or so, how we can review 25 to 35 medical reps, not clear. And the second half of day people start departing, so practically meeting virtually it is over by second half or post lunch on second day. For product managers, it's good as they add these things to their resume. They have conducted meetings so and so places. How it helped them, I'm not sure, but they do it. This makes them to stay in good hotels, fly them from one city to another city, they feel good. Probably this custom suit most to this community. As it's changed in their normal routine, they most of the time they remain in the office, and this gives them opportunity to flying across the country and staying in the good hotel. It's good change to them. For field people, they know that meeting is going to happen and it's nothing to offer them new. So they have to pass their 2 days, enjoy a good hotel food, and they find this opportunity to demand something, increase in the headquarter allowance, outside allowance, some gift is not there, we should provide it, stay in the meeting venue and so on. Like this, and that's make their agenda is over. But this cost huge to the companies. And I don't think that now companies should be afford these costly customs and traditions. When there is a pressure of the cost, these expenses need to be questioned now. What is the solution? See, first we need to stop these traditions and then review the need. If there is a need of the meeting, then let us have the meeting with the worth agenda first. If agenda is there, we can always go to meeting. If the worth agenda is not there, then let's not have the meeting. If there is a meeting required for the medical reps, therefore as agenda is there, have the medical rep meeting, only not for everyone, or means not a separate manager meeting. Another need is that we should have a manager meeting, then let's have only manager meeting. So instead of making custom or the tradition, let us go by need base. These meetings can be after a month also, it can be after 2 months also, it can be after 3 months also. So it should depend on the agenda and the need, not on the customs and the traditions. So until unless there is a clear and strong agenda, we must not rush to the meetings. It's only cost of these 2 days. Or you can say this cost of 2 days, when we look at say hotel cost, travel cost, actually costs much more. Even field people, we sometimes count for those 2 days, salary or expense and all that. It's much more than that, because field people while coming, some travel they require, sometimes they require some preparation also. So practically for field people, it's almost week-long cost. Even PMT people also, they make slides for weeks. So for PMT, it takes almost a month to conduct this 2 days meeting. So real cost of this conducting this meeting is much more what we see. Secondly, we should be clear that who is in charge of the meeting. Whether it's a divisional head is in charge, whether sales head is in charge, whether zonal head is in charge. Who is in charge? It's again waste if we do not have clarity that who is in charge of meeting and who is answerable for the deliverable for the meeting. Who is saying that this meeting is going to achieve so and so thing, and who is answerable for this. So there should be that system. So I can conclude with this. See, it's a time. Let's change these big customs and let's act by the need, not as by these old customs and the tradition. It's a time to change.